A final audience with Ketterikthorm awaits. Ha! Keen eye. I suppose I could be persuaded. Fair enough. The time has come.
A better position.
You will die before you reach my lord! And then you will be obedient!
Into position. Knees high.
I wonder if this is worth the cost. Another step forward.
Got to focus. Heading there.
Watch your back.
Let's get on with it.
Still alive, so that's progress. these boots have seen everything.
What have you done? Huh. What have you done to me? How dare you interfere? You are like the digits of a hand. It is for you to act, not. You serve the Absolute. You serve me. The prism. You've had it all this time, you worm. You will bow before me. And if you will not bow, you will break. You.
How good it is to see you again, Ketterik. At last you found a godmaster that suits you, it seems.
Halen, the thief. You stole Isabel from me, and now you think you'll take my life in the bargain?
You dare to speak her name? After your crimes innumerable, you would evoke her before me!
Enough! This ends here and now, at last.
He will crumble at the power of your touch. Give him all you have. The gods fight at our side!
Step quick.
Focus your attack, soldiers!
have claws, but I make do. Let's go. Jimmy on the go.
I won't give in. Death won't take me yet.
My turn.
Still on my feet.
gods, it's hot in here.
Time to push my luck again.
Enough. My lord beckons me. You must return to your prison, and my daughter must be reclaimed.
Your daughter? Isabel.
You will fall as sure as she. This has only begun.
That tentacle was colossal. How can such a thing be possible?
Where do I go from here?
That thing came from below. We need to find out where it took Ketterik.
So, hey, we've got this soul coin, right? Zariel used to top me up every now and again when she wanted me to go after an especially wicked target. Well, it's not the kind of thing I'd like. A soul coin is a person, in a way. A lost person, mind. But something that can be put to a really good use. Fuck yes! Now I just need something to sink my teeth into.
This isn't over yet. We need to pursue Ketherek. You wanted something? For the best, perhaps?
Another step forward. Seems like a good moment to talk.
The general will call that that thing he summoned was illithid. Follow it below and find him, before he has a chance to subdue the Night Song again. I certainly do. Lead and I follow.
The hole yawns back at you, impossibly wide. A single tentacle burrowed through stone.
This is an illithid colony. This must be where they harvest the tadpoles. We're close to the source of the infections.
All of this sitting beneath moonrise. For how long? And how deep does it go?
Tread carefully. We are very close to the source of the Absolute now. That telepathic storm has become a tempest.
Wherever we go, ye gods, let there be something green. Aye, aye. A little further. Gods! Oh, not a stench I've ever been able to for... Simpleton whose soul was not true enough, I take it. So much blood. The illicit take what's useful and discard the rest.
No faces, only meat. Never think, never stop. Only chop, chop, chop. jump, jump, jump.
No one's stopped me yet.
It sings jump, jump, jump.
Better not be cursed. Never wanted the easy path.
Discern, faithful. We
outmaneuver them.
still standing, no matter what you heard. Oak Father, ease my way.
my way.
Ready. Quickly. we're going to be friends. Now this is my happy place.
Full of red. No one chop. Make it stop. Make me stop. No better moment. Fuck yes. Well, well, look what we have.
At the ready.
With finesse.
Red in tooth and claw. On This is the easy part.
Time to press ahead.
Into life, a mind touches. It is incomplete. It yearns to connect, but needs you to guide the process, linking each. The console glows as you approach, the mind still desperately yearning for connection.
Master, welcome. Master, welcome.
Here goes nothing.
The console glows as you approach, the mind still desperately yearns. Console glows as you approach, the mind still desperately.
Descend. Prepare. Obey. Evacuate. Assemble. Liberate. Come, death.
brine pools, but empty of tadpoles. Unusual. Harvesting all the larvae indicates they are getting ready for something big.
Is that Mazora inside?
By Grazit's cock, it's about time you came! Why, perish the... Now, enough sniffing around and get me...
Mizora's life rests in your hands. Perhaps you could end Will's pack. Your eyes turn to the control panel next. The controls are open to your tadpole's command. To your authority. The symbol's meaning comes into focus. Annihilate. The button symbol means nothing to you.
Good work. I'd give you a gold star, but I'm fresh out. Me? Oh, and ask Will how we met. I've
Mind flayers and civilians, side by side. This must be where they infect and transform those they kidnap.
Your tadpole forms a telepathic connection with every mind flayer in the room calls out hungrily from its pod, seeking release and sustenance. But there are others in the pods, those not yet infected, not yet elithid, terrified, desperate to escape. The device is open to your tadpole's command, to your authority. Screams, psychic agony, terror, then... no.
Victory!
General Thorm was attacked. The order to evacuate given. You should not be here. I conclude you are one of the attackers. have no need for a throne. You go on, make yourself useful somewhere.
Anything of use? A whole fleet of Nautiloids. How many true souls have passed through this place? Is anyone else's tadpole squirming around a lot more than usual?
Mine too. It's excited by something down here.
No longer a background murmur, the presence in...
We found it. The Absolute is behind this door.
You said it was under control. It isn't you I answer to, Gortash.
Motherfucker! Gortash!
Oh, the general voice.
Salute, yes. With cleavers through his blood-starved flesh.
You forget yourself, Orin. I have played my part.
You built an army for our masters, true enough. But what of a rogue true soul, flaunting it on you?
Sure that they would follow and deliver it into my hands here. If you would...
The distractions have been yours, Ketterik. Perhaps... So you haven't lost your edge. But you're still not... The Slayer against the Undying One. That'd be fun to see.
His crypt breath sings to my sinews again, but he must lead the murder march to Baldur's grave.
If the weapon is truly in your grasp, Ketterik, Orin and I can wait for you no longer. The Edict of Bane.
The lash of Thor!
The Testament of Merkel!
An elder brain. strongest and most powerful creatures in existence, enslaved by mere mortals.
There we are. It wouldn't do to fight in front of our guest. Behold, Duke Ravengard, the absolute.
He'll preserve us.
You wag your word flap in vain, Alderling. Once the worm holds the whip, your shredded flesh will serve us.
Now, it's really time we will go. We will empty this place and begin the march. And Ketterick, do try not to sulk. And I am the hero who will save it.
It is time, faithful ones. March on Baldur's Gate. We go to prepare the way.
There you are, as predicted. You could have run away, but the lure of one's destiny is irresistible. Perhaps you hope to learn your place in history before you are erased from it. The very fact of your being, what good is an army of thralls if they do not obey their master? Let us speak plainly. My Lord Merkel gave me my daughter's life return. I have fought great wars before. You are all that stands between me and my destiny. I will kill you now, and then I will raise you as my servant. With pleasure.
This is pointless. Ketterick is invincible so long as Night Song's rotting in his cage.
Get it! Have you not learned? I am beyond death.
Always this same old song. Not pinned down just yet. I'm heating up, soldier.
Press ahead.
soldiers!
Onward.
Let's cook with fire, baby.
Back in your cage!
These boots have seen everything.
I think I could go another round. Blood it shall have to be.
Incoming.
Focus your attack, soldiers!
Bye forever, pal.
You down.
What a fool you are. Merkel, Lord of Bones, I am yours!
but another harvest. Enough circling. For the fallen. Must be done.
To my life. Sustain me.
Close ranks.
greets us all. But not today.
Smell blood.
Fall by my hand.
Orders. Forward.
Put him up.
War is an old woman's game.
All right, Karlak, it's go time.
Do you know, I think we have given offense.
This is gonna feel good.
Consider my hackles raised. I'm heating up.
Impossible. Death cannot take me. I am its master. My lord. Nothing. You have no idea what you've done. Isabel.
Expected that. Oh, Goltash.
Ketherik's Netherstone. It's in his armor. Take it.
In death, the body is cooling, but energy radiates from the stone.
Remarkable. Truly. Now the picture comes together. The Absolute is neither god nor man. It is the elder brain you saw, held here by those three against its will. The crown's markings suggest it was forged in Netheril, an ancient empire whose mastery over magic rivaled that of the gods. It is a crown of domination. The stones were taken from its crest. They are nether stones, imbued with the ability to control the wearer of the crown. The crown's netherese magic must be the true source of the parasite's abilities. This must be what elevates their potential. If the crown can do this to the parasites, I dare not imagine what it is doing to the brain. I'm familiar. An arms dealer and a slaver. Worshipper of Bane, the god of tyranny. It sounds as though you faced his tyranny yourself. The other is a mystery to me. But the way she spoke, it's most likely she follows Baal, the god of murder. Ketterik was a follower of Merkel, which means the Absolute is a front for the gods of death, and our enemies are the chosen of the Dead Three. Bane, Baal, and Merkel. The tyrant, the assassin, and the necromancer. They are known to pick from their most devout followers a chosen, granting them incredible powers. Each one alone would be a formidable enemy. But what? I dare not imagine what they might achieve. I know. But this is the only way. This is the battle of our lives, and the lives of everyone in Faerun. The army of the Absolute is marching on Baldur's Gate. With it, an order the Death Gods chosen are on the cusp of giving. We must wrest control of the brain from the chosen before that happens. We must take their stones. Our chances of success are slim, but we must not fail. If we fail, everything ends. I will be your shield, but you must be the sword. And when the chance to strike comes, you must take it. For there may only be one chance.
Let's go! You saw Gortash, didn't you? What the fuck was he doing down there? Is all of this because of him? The tadpole. The absolute. How? Whatever the fuck he's been up to in the last 10 years, we have to stop him. He can't just keep ruining people's lives. He can't get away with it. He used me up and gave me away when he was done with me. Didn't matter how much I trusted him. And now he'll use up the entire Sword Coast. He has to die. And I'm gonna be the one who kills him! You bet your ass I am! And I won't stop till that fucker is dead!
Now, Dorcas, our time is precious.
No, never mind.
Let us speak. The shadows yet fester. The dead three united under cover of darkness. The balance shifts. There are depths to this alliance yet unplumbed. Consider, mortal. Do illithids possess souls? No. Nor canst thou count mind flayers among them. Yet, the three, a flock without souls, yet to what end? Until such time, be availed of my services. Yes, once judged, the alliance is reforged, mortal. The plains know. Where matters of balance are concerned, I am eternally
I have something to ask.
Helen!
Isabel! My love, you were dead. I saw your body!
I'm here. And so are you. And my father, he can't hurt us any longer.
I dreamt every night that you'd come back to me. That somehow it was all a nightmare Dawn would undo. His soul was poisoned by the god of death. His sick devotion ruined him. In this moment, I want for nothing.
Ah, there you are. This is Aelin. Aelin, this is...
Oh, but we have met. This is the soldier that freed me most valiantly from the Shadowfell. They watched my boot crush the very brain of villainy, and fought well against your changed father.
May he rest in peace at last, now that he's dead. I have more to thank you for than I knew. And we have much to discuss. Perhaps we could join you in your camp later? We look forward to it.
Now.
Aelin! We'll see you later.
You'd make a fine fist.
Moving in.
We leave the heart of the Absolute alive, thanks to you. You did well to defeat Ketterik, but Ketterik was only the first to fall. There are many more battles ahead, and they will not be so easily won. You will need allies. Jaheira's wisdom will be an asset to you on the journey ahead. Her harpers, too. But if we are to succeed, we will need others. Good. I am glad to hear that. Baldur's Gate may not know it yet, but its fate is bound to ours. Seek on its streets those whose purpose aligns with our own, and invite them to our cause. Together, we will put an end to the Absolute, the Chosen, all.
Pity we couldn't clear this path. I bet this place was beautiful once.
The Absolute armies are on the march, and Baldur's Gate is their target.
Do you know what happens when a devil is struck down on this charming plane of existence? It returns to the hells, to the very point where it last stood before venturing to whichever devil-forsaken plane it died on. In the case of our friend Yrgir, the Orthon you so handily dispatched in the Temple of Shah, he manifested in my House of Hope. He returned to me chastened but intact, his wounds healed, his body restored. He thought...
We delivered the devil. Now I want what I'm owed. We had a deal.
Indeed, we did. I discovered all there is to know about those scars of yours. It's a rather grim tale. Even for my tastes. As you wish. Brace yourself, Astarion. We're about to unveil your destiny. Carved into that ivory skin of yours is one part of an infernal contract between the archdevil Mephistopheles and your former master, Cazador Zar. In full, the contract states that Cazador will be granted knowledge of an infernal ritual so vile it has never been performed. The rite of profane ascension. It promises to be a marvelous ceremony, very elaborate, incredibly ancient, and entirely diabolical. If he completes the rite, he will become a new kind of being, the Vampire Ascendant. All the strengths of his vampiric form will be amplified, and alongside them he will enjoy the luxuries of the living. The arousals and appetites of man will return to him, and unlike Astarion, he will have no need of a parasite to protect him from the sun. But the ritual has its price, as all worthwhile things do. Lord Cazador will need to sacrifice a number of souls, including all of his vampiric spawn, if he is to ascend. Imagine how he felt then, when one of those precious spawns simply disappeared into thin air. The only missing ingredient is Astarion. You are the final piece he requires to complete the ritual. Your scars bind you to it. Your soul will set off a very wave of death, bringing Cazador his twisted life. And that, my tragic and toothsome friend, is that. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have business elsewhere.
Do you think it's so simple? The idea definitely has appeal. I could get rid of the worm in my head and still walk in the sun. I'd finally be free of the hunger. And if I'm the key to this deal of Cazador's, perhaps I can turn this to my advantage. I need to take the fight to him. And I need you to help me. Thank you.
Wish I could say I was surprised about Cazador's pact. Where blood, death, and betrayal parade, you can bet your ass a devil is... We're going to keep Astarion safe. On my life, Cazador won't touch him. Copper for your thoughts? He got his claws into me early. I was a wild kid, brawling my way through the city. One of my mates got wind of a bit of work guarding some indoorsy type with lots of enemies. Seemed like easy money, so I went in for it. He took one look at me and said I was perfect. I like that. Not like that, you know. Just... it felt like a good fit. I respected him, trusted him. And he returned that trust, that respect. His life was in my hands, and I took that seriously. The whole thing with Zariel happened so fast. I had no idea what had gone down until it was over. One minute I was in Baldur's Gate, a happy, healthy, not quite kid. The next, I was burning up in Avernus with an engine for a heart. Zariel laughed, said she paid him well for my services. She'd wanted to test her new machine, and he said I'd be able to handle it. He was right. Hey, soldier. Oh, come on. You don't mean that. Oh, fine. I'll be here eating dirt or whatever.
Gods be damned. With that parasite in his brain, Father could wreak... Should Baldur's Gate fall to the Absolute, every one of the coast cities will be ripe for the plucking. We're not just fighting for our cure. We're fighting for my father. We're fighting for the Gate. We're fighting for all of Faerun. Worm's Rock Fortress. All travelers to Baldur's Gate flow through it. It's the Absolute's armies on the march. gods forbid a tadpole Grand Duke throw open the gates for them. Orin, I'd never heard tell of, but Gortash I know. Or know of, more precisely. A self-styled strategic advisor to Baldur's Gate's peers. A bit player with dreams of a leading role, the way Father told it. He had no use for Gortash, and even less for his advice. I don't remember much beyond that. But where these Chosen are concerned, I have a suspicion we're about to know more than we'd like. I could never be so disloyal to Baldur's Gate. I was 17. Father, older Ravengard, had just been named a Grand Duke and was called away to Elturel to help settle a dispute. That's when the cult of the dragon made its move.
The cult of others worship the dragon goddess Tiamat and intend to summon her to Faerun.
A 10-day after Father left, I heard a whisper as I slept. Duskhawk Hill, the Queen of Chaos awakens. Go alone. There they were, gathered at the foot of the hill.
Your head tingles. Will wants to show you what happened. There is a crack of thunder, a gust of wind, and a dragon's white head appears in the storm, the first of Tiamat's 5 heads. As the maelstrom howls, Missoura's lips press to your ear. She will destroy Baldur's Gate. Grant me your soul, and I will give you the power to save it, she whispers.
She read the terms while 2 devils stood witness, and I said yes. 1 soul for 1 city. I don't know that it was brave. I just know that it was right. The moment I agreed, I burned with the fires of Avernus and oozed the rot of Dis. The cultists choked on our poisons and burned from our flames. When we were done, all that remained were 5 greyed orbs atop a pile of ash. My soul was bound, and my lips were sealed. She didn't. Tiamat made a play for power. Zariel had another pet added to her warlock menagerie. It is the one scar I ever bore of it. You were right, of course. The new eye is a sending stone, courtesy of Missoura. She uses it to track my location and call from a distance. I could flee to the spine of the world, or the depths of the lower dark, and still never shake her. He returned to an unsuspecting city and a wayward son with a smirking devil at his side. I tried to tell him the truth, but my mouth couldn't form the words. I'd led him to the battlefield, but Mazora had swept it clean. I showed him my stone eye, but he only turned away. After, he said only one word. Go. So I did. Our very own vampire's the missing pawn in his master's deadly game. Now, how about we go and reverse Cazador's fortunes? No, never. He did the only thing he could. In his eyes, I invited a devil into our midst. I was a fool at best, a traitor at worst. And Grand Duke Ravengard suffers neither. Resentment is a poison on one's heart. The only way to avoid damage is to pour it out. More than you know. The better question is, did he ever miss me? If he did, he missed the Will Ravengard he once knew, not the hell-touched warlock he returned to. That's the spirit.
Well, hello. What can I do for you? Oh, darling, I'm hurt. I guess I'll spend my evenings lounging. It sounds awful.
Full-fledged vampires are not so easily slain. Astarion's master will be no exception. Fortunate for him, slaying monstrous fanatics is a pastime of ours. It is done. We must press forward. Let's deal with Ketterik, then find Voss in Baldur's Gate.
I would not linger in this land over long. But whatever your business, I will aid you if I can. I would not linger in this land over long. But you're sure? Later, then. I tell you not to get in trouble, but I suspect it will find you whether you like it or not.
I can't imagine how Astarion must be feeling. The terms of your own condemnation carved into your skin. A monster's actions. And monsters do not deserve such power as that ritual promised. When the time comes, Astarion will have his revenge, I'm sure. And it will be richly deserved. But not yet. So, what can I do for you? With pleasure. Lead on. Go ahead. I'm listening. I question the wisdom of that decision, but so be it. I'll be here in the meantime.
It seems like Cazador used Astarion's flesh not as a canvas, but as a contract. We haven't heard the last of this, I'll wager. You wanted something? Of course. What do you know about me? You spoke of my past, being chased by wolves. I told no one about that. Almost no one. But I certainly didn't share that with you.
There is nothing I can tell you that you do not already know yourself. They trained you well, trained you hard. Chiseled away any part of you that did not fit their plan. They made you forget.
I chose to do that. For the mission to protect Shaz.
Secrets. Yes, yes, that is an old song, girl. Your goddess cares more for her precious secrets than she does her devotees.
Get to the point.
When you freed me, you severed a bond between me and that dog, Thorm. A bond of pain. His, inflicted on me. When I laid eyes on you, I sensed a similar bond. You, tethered to two others. Someplace distant. Let me help you remember.
You feel Shadowheart's mind tug at the edges of your own. You know this sensation. She wants you to see whatever is about to be revealed. Your mind joins with Shadowheart's. Something pulls at you both, bringing you elsewhere. to remember that it is a common rite among Seluna's followers to send their children off into the woods to find their way home. Perhaps this time it had gone awry. It seems that one child never came back. She was taken.
What?
You already know. Did you not see yourself in him? Do you...
My father. That was him.
That is him.
No. It can't.
And who told you that? Your adoptive family? But you are a child no longer. You are a woman.
My parents. I need to save them.
Your parents are with your abductors. You will need to return to their lair. But you may have once thought of them as comrades, mentors, friends, even... You have been forewarned for what is to come, but not yet forearmed. I was able to retrieve it before it sank too far into Shah's umbral domain. Shah is quick to discard whatever she has no use, but I felt it call to me as I took flight. Whatever Shah calls her own, Selûne has equal claim to. They are one and mirrored. Take it.
I'll need every advantage, it seems.
A debt repaid. You returned my life unto me.
It hurts.
See that your parents' sacrifices are not in vain. Allow...
I can't believe it. I can't believe Aelin is here. And my father, by killing him, you set him free. You set Aelin free. And me. I mourn the man. He raised me to serve Selûne as my mother, rest her soul. When an emissary of Selûne came to our little town, we were elated. Tell me, do you believe in love at first sight? That's exactly it. And I tell you, I took... Lucky for me, she felt the same way. But my father was skeptical. I understand it's strange. There's an imbalance. Then... And this is where I still need answers. I died. I'm not sure how, why, but all was black. Next I knew, I was being jolted awake. I smelled musty air, I saw shadows. I didn't know that then, but I could see the change in him. He told me. I found last light within the shadows, made a shelter. By the time Jaheira came, I'd pieced together just enough to know I'd been dead. I couldn't tell her who I was. I had to protect them. And my... It's all out in the open now. And with my father dead, I have nothing to fear. I'm grateful for your help, your friendship. I hope we won't intrude on your hospital.
Let's see what this does.
The dog pants through a ball held firmly in his mouth. relinquishes the ball. It is well chewed and slick with drool. His eyes track the ball avidly. He shuffles on his paws, ready to chase after it. Scratch's tongue lolls out happily, his tail wagging even faster.
I've been lied to. My whole life. And I was gullible enough to just believe it. My parents are alive, and I have to save them. I think a part of me always knew that. A part that Shah denied to me. Indeed. We'd better press on for now, and hope, but before that, there's one thing I need to see to. You'll see for yourself soon enough. Just leave it with me.
Ketterik is defeated. The path ahead clear. You should be elated. The sight of the land you leave behind does nothing to alleviate your sorrow.
Sergeant, if you are here, I presume Wern's Rock is secure, and preparations for my inauguration are complete.
No, Lord Cortez.
So you came cowering to my chambers? I'm flattered, Sergeant. But even I cannot command natural phenomena to cease.
Forgive me, my lord, but there is panic in the streets. The people are afraid.
Perhaps the people would be calm if you kept your nerve. I expect better from the flaming fist than to run scared from a slight tremor in the earth. Get back to your duties.
Duties, duties, duties.
Your plan is falling apart, lordling. Give me a reason not to cut you.
Control yourself, Orin. We need to focus on reuniting the stones or the brain will break. Neither of us expected the prison bearers to kill Ketterik. They'll be traveling to the city. Let's make sure we give them a Baldurian welcome.
I itch to be... Lucky for you. Oh, but tomorrow, and tomorrow, and tomorrow, and tomorrow...
Beyond the campsite, the city waits in uneasy silence, one sleep away.
Should mind my step. Let's see. Glad to have an ally.
I was supposed to sacrifice myself to stop the Absolute. Yeah, I don't think I could have gone through with it in truth. The Elder Brain. But more important, Netherese magic. Most Netherese artifacts contain only... I can't fathom how such a wonder survived. Surely everything of its ilk was destroyed along with Netheril itself, but we need to learn more about what we saw. As luck would have it, we'll soon find ourselves near one of the finest book the only kind I have. Their collection of rare tomes is unparalleled. You'll have to forgive my eagerness, but if my suspicions prove...
The events of the last days weigh heavy. The Absolute is not a god, but an elder brain. All who carry the tadpole are governed by the brain, and by extension, the chosen. And this would have been your fate too, were it not for the astral prison. Together, you have the power to fully liberate them from their parasites and their religious delusions. Or will you use the power you get? You will not have long to wait, but sleep is not for you.
March! Join my...
We're under attack. Help me.
Ah, you little harborer!
Tadpole scum! Attack!
Fight your way to the portal. I need your help.
Coming through.
It's Ali.
I'm ready. Let's see.
me! I'm under attack!
Defender of the people.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
Like will be done.
Forever dauntless.
Still breathing, despite everything. You've made a grave mistake.
Can't give up. Friend of you will be cleansed.
It's not over. Come to the skull. Hurry! I can't hold them back alone.
Can't slow down.
Before you do anything, I am your ally. We are in danger.
Geich abomination! By the one true sky, what is this madness?
The Githyanki is the source of our protection against the Absolute. I must subdue that's been protecting you. I am the one that came to you in your dreams. Saved the Asima Night Soul from her soul cage. You let me live last time you were here, though it brought Blackith's wrath upon you. Your continued existence as yourself, and not a mind flayer, should be all the proof you need. Help me. The God. Destroy the God. They prevent me from subduing their master. Do it now.
Aid an illicit against Githyanki. We cannot. We must not.
Your blind loyalty will be your undoing, Lae'zel. Fight with me for your own survival. Together, we can turn.
Making my move. Well, so much for peace.
Destroy the Honor Guard. I am not your enemy. Begin your DR.
Got to press on.
I am fury. I am death.
Yankee Prince.
I will ascend.
Still on my feet.
Thank you. That was too close. Don't look at me like that. I am a mind flayer, yes. Without me, you would be a slave to the Absolute.
It's obscene to owe my life to a damned geich. No more lies, no more tricks. I will have answers!
If I'd known you would be so open-minded, I would have saved myself a lot of effort. But I'm glad you're not here to judge. I was someone once. Someone just like you. An adventurer. I came from Baldur's Gate, though I was never one to be constrained by circumstance. I longed for more. That longing brought me to Moonrise Towers on a search for treasure. To a colony of mind flayers who caught me, changed me into what I am now. For years, I served the Elder Brain, the one you know as the Absolute. I was a thrall like any other, but I was fortunate. I broke free and started a new life in my old city. I sustained myself on criminals. Unglamorous, but there are plenty of them, rarely missed. And they fueled me while I did my work. I had the good fortune to meet Duke Stelmane. We formed a partnership, and through her, I became the governing force behind the Knights of the Shield, the largest mercantile operation in Baldur's Gate. People referred to me as the Emperor. Such was my influence, though of course they had no idea what I really was. My needs were sated. I was happy for a while. Until he tore me from my home and brought me back to the Brain,
where I became a slave once again. A slave he continued to call the Emperor. The name was intended as a slight, to remind me of the heights from which I fell. But I have grown fond of it. It encapsulates well who I've become. Indeed, his hubris knows no bounds. To enslave me, I shall look forward to sharing his downfall with you. Rather them than potential future allies, like you. Gortash sent me on a mission to retrieve the Astral Prism. How Gortash or the other Chosen learned of its existence. The moment I found it, I felt a change. My free will. And found the Githyanki key. I realized what the prism was for. Containment. While my body was within the prism's bounds, my mind was free. I could resist the Elder Brain, the Chosen. Better yet, I could plan to overthrow them. All I needed to do was subdue the Githyanki and find allies in the outer world. You. We fought to tame Prince Orpheus, the son of Gith herself.
Orpheus? Impossible. He was slain by Justil Kithrak himself.
Quite possible, I assure you. His power has been the source of your continued protection against the voice of the Absolute. The power to disrupt hive mind communication. It is the same power that enabled Orpheus's mother to bring about the fall of the Illithid Empire eons ago. A power when Orpheus's mother left, a usurper took her place. Blackith declared herself queen of the Githyanki. Blackith wanted his power, but Orpheus rose against her, and so she sealed him and his honor guard within this prism. Bound by infernal chains, Orpheus could never leave. Bound by duty, his guard never would. I am relieved. You have embraced your potential enough that you could help me eliminate them. Alone, Orpheus will be much easier to control.
Control him? Skvar! You must return him to his people.
That would be a terrible idea. The moment he is free, he will attack you. Your only defense would be to kill him, and in so doing, you would doom us both.
Even though he is subdued, you feel Orpheus's revulsion, a pulsing hatred that cannot be contained. The Emperor is telling the truth. To him, you are just another wretched Illithid.
You carry a tadpole. As far as Orpheus is concerned, you are already a Illithid, a sworn enemy, just like me. I appreciate that. But this is what I am. My original body was destroyed when I first escaped the Elder Brain. I searched, I realized that returning to my former self, any advantage I could gain by restoring my original appearance. As an Illithid, I have far surpassed who I ever was before. You, too, should embrace this change. I believe we'll have a better chance of defeating the Elder Brain if you... I've been studying you for a while now. I believe I can trigger the next stage of your tadpole's life cycle, while continuing to preserve your independence. You have seen what I can do. Imagine yourself with the same strength, the same intelligence, the same devastating beauty. If you let me, I can evolve you. The answer is twofold. One, I can, but it would kill you, as I told you before. Two, why would I? You have done well with the limited form you have, but you would do far better as an Illithid. So, do you wish to evolve or not? You will be able to do things you never thought were possible. And you will soon see that the benefits outweigh any perceived loss.
Skra! Whatever this gig offers is no gift to you.
You continue to surprise me. Now, hold out your hand. It wants to evolve, but it cannot do so alone. It must commune with another. But we mustn't lose focus. We need to... You heard the Chosen. The Brain has gone to the city, and we must not let them reach it. We must find the Brain, and bring it under...
Light on my feet.
Orpheus. Gith's only... It is not the Geich visitor that Vlaakith would destroy and Voss would set free. It is Orpheus, the blood of the mother, the prince of the comet. Listen close. The Emperor spoke only in half. Long ago, when we rose up against our gate, Tiamat gifted the Githyanki our red dragon, the first Vlaakith of many. It is Vlaakith 157 whom my people now call Queen. Our current Vlaakith has claimed undeath, but it was the first whom Orpheus tried to slay. Orpheus is Gith's own. It was Kithrak Voss himself who slayed the prince in Vish. Yet the Prince of the Comet's been with us, subdued by... Should Orpheus go free, he would tear Vlaakith's empire to pieces and build new glory from the scraps. The seed and the... Every word Voss spoke, he spoke true. One word from his lips, and the people would doubt. If the Githyanki are to be free, the Prince of the... It also promises to break us beyond... There will be ice where once there was fire. There will be of... I know. And I won't. What about him? Orpheus's honor got trapped by Vlaakith in the same prism holding their note. They see us as Geich, tadpoled husks in the... I regret their deaths. But I pledge to live as they perished, in the service of Gith's son. The Emperor may be loathsome. Orpheus can disrupt a Geich hive mind. Why destroy a weapon like that, when you can contain it in a relic and keep it for yourself? The historical slates describe Orpheus so mad with power and glowing with such psionic force. Lies, of course. Vlaakith spread a false... She was right to fear him, I'll grant her that. So great is the comet, it could... A weapon is own... The means of Vlaakith's own end has been... Better to have Orpheus killed than to risk his... Better to risk the rise of Illithids than let the Prince of the Comet deny her the godhood she craves.
Just thought of something.
So, there's been a mind flayer inside the artifact. The more I learn, the less I understand just what... I do not serve Shah anymore. Nor the Mother Superior. But I digress. Did you want something? More likely it would just put a stop to us. You know what that offer truly entails, don't you? Become half a mind flayer, lose half of yourself. I don't want that. Be honest. What do you think of the new look? Well, I'm glad someone does. Perhaps I'll get used to it. I have a lot to get used to right now.
Love Shadowheart's new look. Softer, less severe. It suits her. Yes, and at a great cost. I'm not about to make such a sacrifice. Not now, not ever. Thank you.
Shadowheart walks a little freer of the shadows. She could shave her skull and paint it purple. It would still suit her. That speaks well of your taste. I've heard my share of bad ballads about If you have questions, ask. Just don't expect my answers to rhyme. It was Baal alone we faced in our time. And help won't come from the history books or from any old... There. Have I fulfilled my role as your wise and wizened elder? What need? When it's... But stay this apocalypse, and I'll let you read my journals. Promise. Ask it. More than I would like. In my youth, I was a brief and very much I felt the way they think. But then, who am I speaking to? You have far more experience than I. Do not be moved to pity. And if it wriggles free, you'll find it still has teeth.
I'm really not sure about putting any trust at all in this thing. I've got my eyes on the Emperor, and Karlach doesn't.
Gods, Shadowheart looks like a stack of gold.
Special, Tadpole? You're talking about turning into... Not surprised you haven't tried it yourself yet.
Thank the gods.
Open up.
Fate.
Dost thou require a new ally? Or mayhaps a resurrection instead?
We have a new look for a new Shadowheart. Nice as it is, she still doesn't have the best hair in the camp. We both know what it is capable of, but I'm not touching it. That was before I knew the cost. Before I remember how it hurt when I turned into a vampire. My body writhed and warped while I was utterly helpless. The grip of death owned my heart as it beat its last. I don't want to turn into anything else. I can't do that again. I can't watch my body be taken over. I am not. I just don't want to lose my God's given good looks, really. Wouldn't that be a crime? Thank you. Well, hello. What can I do for you? Before anything else, I need to know where it's happening. To the public, Cazador is an ordinary noble. A little reclusive, perhaps, but just another of the great and the good of Baldur's Gate. Yes. I don't know if you perform the ritual there. It feels too public. It'd risk exposure. Mephistopheles is one of the Lords of the Nine Hells. Raphael is not going to let any ire be tracked back to him. Perhaps Raphael even will gain from setting us on this course, who can say? All I know is I need to unravel the secrets around Cazador's ritual. And I can only do that in Baldur's Gate. Yes? The thing that will decide my fate forevermore. Yes, it's been on my mind. Why? I hadn't really decided on the specifics. Obviously, we could stop the ritual, or not. What? I've obviously thought about it. If I was the one who completed the ritual, I'd have such power. And I could walk in the sun without fear I'd turn into a mind flare. Of course, I don't even know if I could complete the ritual. It may be impossible, but it certainly is tempting.
There's no more radiant sight, shadowed in name, but no longer in spirit. It suits her. I can only imagine what I could do were I to... You've not taken this power for yourself. So I can only wonder, why offer it to me?
We must find where Gortash and Orin have established themselves, and take their nether stones.
The city is close now. My former peers will be watching, no doubt, waiting for my return.
Where am I needed? And I'm off.
Excuse me. I can't find my mum. Yenna! And my cat is Grub. He's shy. I'm not. My mum is called Emery. She went to go get some herbs for her spots. She was sick, and she was supposed to come back the same day. That was last 10 day, though. Guards blow like petards. They don't help us. That means you don't come back. My mum is coming back, though. If you see her, tell her Yenna's looking for her.
This one time we'll make an exception.
No one back home will ever believe this.